We have so many tools of our trade. We have weapons of righteousness for the right hand and for the left. Paul will make reference elsewhere that the tools of our trade are divinely powerful for the destruction of fortresses. And yet, when it comes to functioning in spiritual gifts and functioning out of the context of who God has designed each of us to be, there is, I believe, a wholesale ignorance. And it isn't my attempt this morning, I hope I'm not coming across this way, as though I know all the stuff about it and I got to share with the poor peons. But I'm sharing with you what has been really, for many, many years, a quest in my heart to discover, God, how do you want us to function? Because we know that the Bible says that God chooses the things that the world doesn't think much about in order to ultimately shame what the world does think a lot about. A better translation, in my opinion, is God picks the invisible stuff, the things that you just skim right over and you don't see them for what they really are. And God uses those things that nobody thinks much about, that aren't very apparent. And He actually befuddles and creates consternation for the kinds of things that everybody can look at and see. And so if you follow the logic here for a moment, if we as a church, and you as a future church leader, if the kinds of things that we are spotting in people are the same kinds of giftings, the same sorts of natural endowments and whatevers that the world can see, then I really don't know that we have seen what we're supposed to see. Does that make sense? Because God, I don't know if you've ever heard somebody say this, "Oh, I just wish Bill could get saved. He would make such a good Christian." Well, I got a lot of problems with that statement. I mean, firstly, we've got the oxymoron, a good Christian. I mean, hello, what is that? I thought we were all bad. That's the point. But there's already stuff resident in him, in his unredeemed nature. I mean, woo. No, there's something wrong here. Because it's things that eye hasn't seen and ear hasn't heard that would never even occur to anybody else. These are the things that God has prepared for His church. So if I'm going to be a good spiritual leader, if I'm going to be someone who is charged with this responsibility of raising up people to be everything that they're supposed to be, and my eyes are fixed on the same things that a Kiwanis club would be looking for in a leader, then I think I've missed a point here. And in our desperation sometimes to get more leaders, in our desperation we need to really make something happen here, come on, we go after things that the world looks for, and we try to embellish them and put a little spiritual garnish on the plate and call it a spiritually gifted person.